My neighbor asked me to water his plants while he was away. Then the police knocked on my door. I, 26 me, moved into a quiet apartment building 6 months ago. I barely knew anyone except my next-door neighbor, Mr. Kareem, a polite older guy in his 60s, who always nodded but never talked much. One evening, he knocked on my door holding a small key. He said, "I'll be gone for a week. Could you water my plants? I'll pay you." Easy money. I agreed. His apartment was spotless. Almost too clean. Minimal furniture, lots of plants by the windows, and a faint smell of coffee. I watered everything and left. Normal. Something felt off. One plant had a sticky note taped to the pot that said, "Don't forget the hallway one." But there was no hallway plant. I assumed I misunderstood. At 7 a.m., loud knocking woke me up. Police. My heart dropped instantly. They asked, "Do you have access to apartment 4B? I admitted I had the key. They exchanged looks and asked me to come with them. At this point, I thought I was accidentally involved in something illegal. Inside his apartment were 2 officers and a woman crying near the window. Turns out Mr. Kareem had been missing for days. His daughter had reported him when he stopped answering calls. The police thought, I might know something because building cameras showed me entering regularly. I explained about watering the plants. Then one officer noticed the sticky note. He checked behind the curtain near the entrance hallway. There was a hidden shelf with a single plant I had never seen. Under the pot was an envelope. Inside was a letter addressed to whoever is helping with the plants. The room went silent while the officer read it. Mr. Kareem had terminal cancer. He had no close friends nearby and didn't want to die in a hospital. He planned to travel to his hometown one last time. The plants were gifts from his late wife, and he was terrified they'd die alone in the apartment. The letter said, "If you are reading this, thank you for being kinder to a stranger than life has been to me lately." He also left instructions giving ownership of the plants, and surprisingly, a small savings envelope to the person who kept them alive. Everyone slowly looked at me. The ending. A week later, his daughter returned to collect his belongings. She told me he had passed peacefully 2 days after leaving. Before she left, she said, "He mentioned you on the phone. Said the world still had good neighbors. I still have the plants. They're honestly the healthiest thing in my apartment. And sometimes when I water them, I feel like I'm keeping a promise I never knew I made." Agreed to water a quiet neighbor's plants. Police showed up thinking something was wrong, only to discover he'd left a goodbye letter and trusted a stranger to care for the last things he loved.